Praise the Lord, everyone. Brother Repair. All right, now it's time for Acts chapter 18, verse 12. And when Gallio was the deputy of Achaia, the Jews made insurrection with one accord against Paul and brought him to the judgment seat. Now, last video, previous verse, said Paul had preached in Corinth for a year and a half because he had a little respite. The Jews were not rebelling against him because of the diversity of the city of Corinth where he was at. So what the Jews do, they got everybody together in Achaia. Now, Achaia was a province of Greece. When the Romans conquered Greece, they divided it in half. Macedonia to the east, Achaia to the west. Clear case of divide and conquer. Been working for thousands of years, still does. Because the Greeks were a very strong-willed people, and the Romans were afraid they would rebel. So they broke the country in half and had two different rulers and divide and conquer. So Achaia made up the western part, which included Athens and Corinth and Sparta and all that. And then Macedonia was everything to the east. The capital of Achaia was Corinth. That was the capital city. So the Jews had to organize themselves in a bigger way. And so they organized all the Jewish synagogues of Achaia, of Athens and Corinth and Sparta and all those places, and to go against Paul in Corinth. So so instead of a city or town-wise uprising, there was a general area uprising. And so they caught Paul, and they brought him to the judgment seat. Now, lucky for Paul, the governor, or proconsul, the Romans call him proconsul, the Roman proconsul was Gallio. He was the brother of a very famous Roman philosopher called Seneca. Anybody who knows anything about history knows about Seneca. Even today, people study Seneca's philosophy. And so Gallio, being the brother of a famous person, got him a nice little government job as proconsul of a nice area of the empire, which was in Greece. So that was really a plum job. And it looks like he got it because his brother was somebody famous. And lucky for Paul, though, Gallio was a very, very mild-mannered person. All your ancient historians agree to that. Seneca is on record as saying that he is the nicest, sweetest guy he knows. So Gallio is a very mild-mannered person. So that's the wrong person for the Jews to bring Paul up, because he's not very decisive. He's not going to be anti-Paul. He's just going to want to try to keep the peace. And we're going to see that next verse. But in this verse, all the Jews rise up against Paul. His year and a half of peace and quiet where he could preach the gospel and teach is now over in Corinth. He's going to have to leave Corinth. But with a year and a half of teaching, he's going to leave behind a very sizable church with good leadership. The congregation, being new converts, will have issues, and we could read that in 1st and 2nd Corinthians. But Paul's time of peace and quiet is now over, and he's going to have to move on. Thank you, and God bless you.